I know you want to be an investor. Okay. And I know you probably want to get into commercial too. Okay. But first, I want you to learn how to make money selling residential property. Okay. Because everybody, it's so funny because it's like everybody that comes into my office now, is there like a show or something where people are like real big in investors, or is it like a big podcast or something?
I think everybody's seeing the money people made during COVID.
I want to be an investor. Yeah. You and everybody else wants to be an investor. But guess what? You know what investors have? They have money. And you know where they got that money? It wasn't from just doing investing, right? They had to make an income first before they got into investing. It's like, okay. And honestly, like those investment deals, they don't pay off like immediately. It's like, you're talking about a 10, 20, 30 year program to live off of passive income from investments.
I've had properties that I bought 15 years ago that have made me $0.00 yet, but eventually when I sell them, they will.
I mean, they're building net worth through equity and stuff like that. But that is so true though, because people are just like, man, I want to get. I'm like, yeah, I know you want to get into investing. Everybody wants to get into investing, but you got to learn how to make money. And the other thing that I'll, like. What I tell people, whether it's commercial or investing or whatever the case may be, right? Commercial deals and yes, there's going to be specialty with commercial firms and stuff like that. But what's great about residential is you have a shorter time frame to make money. Okay, commercial is like it's like sometimes you might be working on a deal. It might take a year for that deal to come together. Or longer. Yeah. Right. So if you're wanting to get into commercial real estate, and some firms allow you to do commercial real estate, a lot of them don't. Maybe you go into commercial, but let me tell you something. If you go strictly into commercial, you better have a pile of money you're sitting on somewhere, because it's going to take some time to build that thing up.
And if you think the learning curve is steep for regular real estate, commercial is even steeper.
Yeah, that's right. So, but regardless, like the point of this being is like you need to learn how to source income, and the fastest way to source income in my mind is to do it through selling residential property. You're not carrying inventory, your risk is really low, you're moving paperwork around. Basically the risk is your income versus buying and owning a house and trying to flip it and then can't get the contractor to show up.
It's just going to distract you from what you need to do to make money.
Right. So establish income. And honestly, the better you are at selling residential property, two things are going to happen. One of them is the more likely you are to stumble on really good deals because you're out in the field and you're talking to people a lot. Okay. So you can find those deals that didn't even hit the market. And so that's one of the benefits.
Yeah.
And what was I going to say? Oh, and the more likely you are to meet people who can do commercial deals. You will meet business owners through selling residential property.
Yeah.
So,
there's all, I mean, I can't, this is a very poor, broad statement, but there's very few legit deals out there that are on the MLS that everybody can see.
Yeah.
Almost any time I buy a investment property today, it's because I know a developer that's got 100 condos that are going to hit the market 3 years from now, and I'm going to pre-buy 5 of them and sell them the day that they actually get completed in 3 years. Mm-hmm. And those are the kinds of real estate deals I'm doing now, because there's so many investors. Everybody knows about Nashville. If it's on the MLS, every investor in the country is looking at it. So there's not that many out there unless, but the more you practice real estate, the more you meet people who can do those kinds of deals.
Right.
Where, hey, this condominium complex hasn't even been approved yet, but once it gets approved, then it'll be a 4-year build cycle, and then you'll have units that go live in 2028 or whatever it is. And guess what? You can buy one in 2023.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So yes, learn how to make money before you start focusing on investments. All right.